no target. Step aside. This might sting. A lot. Purification in progress.
Another exploding thing. A mine?
Can't remember. Just digging now.
Okay. You find when you tell me.
Hostile is on limit.
The overhead rocks come down.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless.
Students, even your favorite Vicar Mogsai needs an occasional sabbatical from providing around-the-clock enlightenment. But don't fret. I've enlisted a qualified substitute, Presiding Bishop Ruth Bazaar. Here she is to field today's query. Why did the Order of the Ascendant split from the Order of Scientific Inquiry? Presiding Bishop, if you please.
I can answer that quite succinctly. Because the OSI had become corrupted. Oh, it started with good intentions. Just a small work group studying the predictive framework of the universe. They published some noteworthy papers, a few good dissertations. Then the charismatic mathematician began making his breakthroughs in theoretical mathematics, elevating OSI's predictive pursuit of perfection to a theology, scientism. That attracted outside interests. OSI once struggled to keep the lights on, but suddenly it had corporate suitors seeking to capitalize.
Looks like a few made it. Probably could use some help.
Ascension for all humanity was no longer OSI's primary mission. Most regrettably, our sacred tenets fell by the wayside. So when the matriarch offered our first presiding bishop the opportunity to solve
thank law. It's Barnabas, the force.
He took it.
Barnabas, I need you to go get help, buddy.
And thus,
I think I might be hallucinating.
If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of...
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
Consistency in your work is wonderful.
Some kind of rocket attack, or maybe an orbital strike. Can't rightly say for sure, but it came from above and hit us hard. Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help. I'm absolutely desperate, and I'm sure I could rustle up some suitable reward if you helped. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our autodocs have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
At its heart is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and
As many as you can. There's so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct autodocs back online that I can hope to save most of these folk.
Of pure chance.
Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere. Though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines.
But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome?
Many thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time. You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils.
Outcome. Complete information.
Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
I know I'm not responsible for this, but still feel accountable somehow. I'm all for helping.
Is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more
Not entirely surprised I had to abandon my cover identity earlier. Knew there was a risk if I took action, but when the attack on the outpost opportunity occurred, I had no choice. I do so hope you'll forgive my thoroughly convincing deception, dear.
The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less
Not
than
really, no.
information
Innocent and
are we
unobtrusive never truly came natural to me.
At present, we do not have
May the
complete
plan
information.
favor us against long
Instead,
odds.
we are still forced to deal in probabilities.
You're back.
Expected
Please tell me you've had some
and
luck in
standard
finding us
deviations,
compression coils.
which lead to the dreaded sigma of
Please hurry.
probability distribution.
Every hour that passes means
By
fewer
necessity,
patients
we
I can
are
save.
forced to estimate outcomes based on
Is anything
assumed
worse than my former
distributions of
fellow
sample
protectorate subjects? It's corporate toadies.
Travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror.
My insides,
All
they're on...
that will help us
What's hotter than fire? They're on lava, they're on
bit of
Planck
data
plasma,
collected,
they're on
analyzed,
Clive's
and
extra special
input by
burst.
our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is
I
not
just threw up all over my shoes.
guesses.
And the laces are
not
melting.
Enough.
Why are the laces
Information
melting?
leads to inaccurate
Oh,
predictions,
thank God.
which lead to
It's Barnabas,
tragedies.
the worst force. I just threw up all over my shoes. Go get help. And the laces are melting. I think I might be losing. Why are the laces melting?
Any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists.
Did that blast give me a dunder?
Can say you
Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
On this intellectually stimulating episode of Notable Locations of
Yeah?
Scientific
Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that?
The Colossal. A computronic construct so
Huh.
powerful...
Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what?
Bundle yourself in cold weather outerwear as we visit Elisa's
Maybe.
Ice Moon
I
Closet,
suppose it's possible.
the archive.
But even if I believe you, what by law do you think I can do about it?
This miracle of decipherative machinery was engineered by the first bishop and the matriarch herself.
Seriously?
So we could
You
hardly-
expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing, just letting you know that the order says it wasn't them that slaughtered my men? Also, there's some new nameless, faceless, seriously cutthroat competitors trying to frame the order, so we'd go back to killing each other.
This maze of componentry, resistor banks, logic assemblies, data manifolds, quantifiers, re-quantifiers, re-dequantifiers.
Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you was someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally, I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
By the thermal transfer system. 4,367.
Well, who else should I be worried about? Do you have any idea how abysmal that's going to look on my next employment review? You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side.
This system is foolproof. It would take deliberate human intervention.
Absolutely. Bits are a bond that buys a broad bevy of believability. Auntie says so herself. They show sincerity, trustworthiness, and a goodly dose of class.
Input commands are delivered by complex punch cards that process information.
That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message. There's been a murder at one of our forts. A trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for.
Addendum, since we recorded this episode...
This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message.
Techniques and uses. Good day and welcome.
Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
Which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numismatics for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers, but no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numismatics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify. We have invented a method using reverse osmosis to extract the flavor essence from crabble meat. This extract goes into our tea, while the flavorless sediment is used to increase the protein content of our other fine products, such as our axiom-denatured protein slabs. Let's see Auntie's Choice top that one, only from the Order of the Ascendant. A statement with dual meaning: people who hate numbers do not count as much as the rest. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
The color of space, a chromospectral analysis. When asked about the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otiscott replied, with no hesitation, beige.
If I could, but alas, it's not charged.
To experience,
not possible. No target to gut.
On
what target? No target, Commander. Don't tease me.
The obtuse listener.
Negative. Recharge incomplete.
Contorted into a rictus of ignorance. Wouldn't the average color be black or white, or simply a shade of gray? No. No, it would not. The answer is rooted in the science of how hot objects absorb and emit light, which answers the ancillary mystery of why there are no green stars. To understand all of this, you must understand the basics of thermal divarication emission theory. The typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon it, including light, infrared, and radio emissions. And the matter reflects only a small portion of that radiation. The visible part of that reflection is its color. However, most stellar objects generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all
How are my 3 favorite mantisaurs doing?
And re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light, and hence
I'm begging, Marisol. Just one little tidbit, anything. What you know about killing could probably fill several volumes.
And their appendices, all neatly sourced with footnotes and cross-reference. But I'll spare you all that reading with this one piece of advice. You expend too much energy posturing. Less is more when it comes to killing. And there are much more efficient ways to remove someone from the equation.
Yeah, but I wager they're not half as entertaining.
You would be surprised. I once eliminated a lab archivist just by secretly replacing all his bases with acids. I assure you his death was most diverting.
Draw this trivial conclusion for themselves, but if I must... It's because any star emitting green light also emits bluish and or reddish light too, resulting in a non-green star. There is no naturally occurring...
Up and at 'em! Swear you take more naps than a... Kindly don't interrupt me. Training mantisaurs is enough of a headache without answering a stranger's questions.
Intelligent interference.
Kindly don't interrupt me. Training mantisaurs is enough of a headache without answering a stranger's questions.
Let's get back to Newton Otiscott, the famous...
No! Halt! Do attack 2! Attack 2!
He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tasked each object hit the grid. He ignored empty regions, as black would only dim the color and not change its fundamental hue. The light from every galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar was gathered and fed on the central tabulator for computation. Subsequent spectral analysis produced a final answer to within 0.5% of the predicted value. And that result was beige. More specifically, in the cylindrical coordinate model of color space, the hue is 42 degrees, while the saturation is a mere 9%, and the value is a full 100%. In more novice terms, while the
You're the maverick freelancer from the wireless! I'm a huge admirer from a safe distance.
So go for
The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice.
Rare to see a place like this relatively untouched by the war.
Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. These cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice.
Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch. They're saying I murdered an officer, but they don't care what I've got to say about it. They just want me locked in here until they pen me in the sewers. But I'm not. Why would I kill the chief? There's no profit in it. I'm not up to fill his spot. And if I was, I'm plenty smart enough to make it look like an accident. My last few reviews were fair enough. We weren't fraternizing. Nobody owed anybody money. I've got absolutely no reason to make him dead. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. Yup. Cuddy had told everybody about his allergy, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere. No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy. He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
They say their food products are healthier than ours.
What is this, some sort of zoo?
I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly curds with a little mock apple. Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up. Save me? From him? Oh, no. Not only is he not a threat, he's actually our senior officer. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance. Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know what your business is in our base. My experimental mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
And my dear, you know my terms. They are really quite straightforward. Oh yes, everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated lover. And to keep things simple, you can be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be lowered.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my straightforward. Though my deals are quid pro quo and my interest rates aren't low, I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe. 'Cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate are listening. Wouldn't want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination. Did I mention I ate a full box of Purple Berry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep, life here's tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my every move. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Purple berry crunch, it's crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch, there's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
Of course not. I'm just a lowly trooper acting as interpreter. Otherwise, surely these folks would have figured it out by now.
We have all figured it out. Unfortunately, I'm the only one willing to say it to your face.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Down upon their own town of Westport, leveling it. Local loss of civilian life is expected.
No, it's fine. Ignore her. Executive Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants one to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the lobby damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power. I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't going to do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose. I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
We're not going to tell anyone about this, yes? Ever?
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did you bring the pupa for me?
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa? Auntie's Choice has bred mantisaurs as weapons for decades. They've gone through a number of refinements, but they're functionally the same mantisaurs we began with. What's more, we have never witnessed them mutate in any meaningful way. Not in our labs, not in the wild. But here, on Dorado, they've done something remarkable. Inundated with Zeranium from the river, the mantisaurs here have evolved adaptations that have never been documented before. I intend to be the first to do so. I understand, though I really hope you'll reconsider. If it helps, don't think about me. Instead, think of all the worlds that can be ushered into Auntie's Choice if we have a more monstrous mantisaur invasion at our disposal. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's Choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on...
What on this face conjures the notion that I'm looking for random chatter? Go away. I'm busy.
Pre-sliced bread and
You're back? Why?
Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
Climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk? So far as I can tell, it's a simple case of killing to get ahead. Chief Cuddy and Trooper Bardot were sharing a table for supper. There was nothing wrong with the food. The whole fort ate the same thing. And 10 minutes later, Cuddy was bloated, discolored, and looking all to law like he'd been poisoned. There are no other suspects, just Bardot. She swears she's innocent, but they always say that. And I can't possibly figure how that could be. Yes. I walked over, saw Cuddy's body, saw Bardot screaming her fool head off, and I put her in cuffs. Case closed. Now, I'm waiting for a specialist to affirm my theory, so I can get on with my other 1,000 duties need doing. You wouldn't believe what this mess is taking out of my schedule. What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say Crabble? Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head. Law, no. At least, not on purpose. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned Crabble stock. What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret. So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung. So it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation.
Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. She goes free, you get bits, I get on with my life. Deal?
Tap into each planet's zoological equity.
Thank law. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This
What's happening? Are you making any progress?
Brought to you by
Thank you, but please hurry. I've got severe claustrophobia, and being locked in this tiny cage makes me feel like I've got a Manosaur queen sitting on my chest.
on Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon of Eden. A scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a 10-bit word that means everything's on the menu. From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go. Here on Eden, we find a few breeds. The hammerclaw is a hull-headed rascal. Lives up to its name. Packs a wallop up close. The bullet claw breed lobs plasma from its claw joints. They'll get you coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia. Use your upper story when loading up for a hunt. Consider the habitat. Crabbles on Paradise Island hate a good jolt. Really sticks in their claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of hammerclaws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal. Huh. Beach is empty. Not a creature is stirring. Someone on my team is getting quite the vigorous dressing down. Wait, what's that in the sand? They dig! They can burrow! Underhanded rascals! Security team! Shoot them! How could you let anything that big sneak up on me? All right, okay, I'm fine. Just let's crack the shell and see what's inside. Crabble meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemistricians in anti-R&D can process that goop into flavorings and hygiene products. Bad lot of good that does you in the field. Resourceful types can shuck crabbles for their shells and plasma glands. Good crafting fixins. You're limited only by your ingenuity and risk tolerance for being clawed to pieces. I've had enough of that for one hunt. So with that, I raise a glass of Anti-Fizzo's Crabble Juice and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
Yeah.
More quality broadcasting coming right up. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Force first, oh force first. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Force first, oh force first. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Here's to hots and rears to tits. Efficient meals means we make more bits. Force first, oh force first. It's not the worst unless it's force worst. Force first, oh force first. Grab a can today. Pores, brisk smoke in our gums. With a proprietary whisker extraction, pulverized bones means no tooth cracking crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action. Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us the divide between our 10-hour shifts. You know, work in the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open a room temp tin of force first. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of feral pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor.
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Oh! Okay. I guess my crushing claustrophobia is no big deal compared to whatever else you have going on. I'll just suffer this maddening incarceration until you have more time.
Forced worst, oh forced worst, it's not the worst unless it's forced worst.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing, which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium.
I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform, and meals, and the incarceration fee they charged me for being locked up. But I'm telling everyone what you did.
Regimes like the Protectorate want to control their subjects' thoughts to safeguard them from harm.
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did you bring the pupa for me?
The universe is filled.
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa?
Luckily,
I'm in no rush. But the larvae are growing more and more every day.
So I say, don't cower and hide. Go make something of yourselves. Live a life that's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe with Auntie's choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's choice. Our product line is stronger than nature.
Okay, back to business. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Well, if it isn't our favorite contractor.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't top from that first smooth inhale to.
You've been quite an asset.
Yeah. Try bubblegum slims.
Try bubblegum slims. But rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims.
It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in one. A double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. No boring old smoke rings. You'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-ba. At home or at work, by the pack or the case, it's the bubbly perk that will pick up your pace. It's bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims today. Ba-do-wop, ba-yada-ba, ba-do-bop.
While I appreciate your help in ensuring this mess wouldn't blow back on me, we now got nothing else to talk about. Time you moved on.
Oh, bubblegum, 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 bubblegum.
Rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend.
Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in one. A double. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. Satisfaction doubles. Boring old smoke rings. Ooh, you'll be blowing Flavor bubblegum slims, try slims. Today flavor won't stop till the very last.
That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or prolonged glossolalia. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by raptidons or something.
Sprat crisp, go stuff some in your chewer. Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in a sewer?
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here. Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate. Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So what will you be buying today?
'Cause nothing survives when it's flash fried at 405 degrees. Tasty treat, you know when you eat Sprat crisp. You're eating real good meat.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts. Arcadia's yaysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use of rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gain trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs.
Keep it up and we'll name a vodka flavor after you.
The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Knock off the funny
Now,
business.
on to other things. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
sugar little smoke. Forgot the hatch was closed. The blast knocked off the miner's block, but exposed the mother lode. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. Not so long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the place, the vat manager chanced the taste. He didn't survive, but now we've got instant Borslow paste. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt. They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away, and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated. Like someone up here flipped a switch. 1 second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up. But there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't. The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could fuel its own army and fight its own battles. Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock. Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location? Uh-huh. Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock. Uh-huh. Back again, consumer? I didn't realize. Checking that the cables I patched are staying together. When that big old gun downstairs was working, it rattled the wiring in the walls, so sometimes the lines short out. They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months. And those sovereign sanctions, they made the invasion stall about 5. At first we thought it was a trap. We didn't find out why until the Protectorate hightailed it. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, anytime. Auntie knows that sometimes it takes being an informed consumer to be a confident consumer. And a confident...
Night sweats, flatulation, lumbago, mild days, scrumpox, general malaise, imbalanced humors, dyspepsia, insomnia.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You wanna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a get-up-and-go-getter?
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right-wrong lift on the ACS Undisputed Claim. And who did I see riding with me? The self-made market legend herself, paragon of do-it-yourself, slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy, highest rung on our brave new meritocracy. I saw my opportunity, and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom-runger who's lost on the climb? See, I tried my best to urge her, because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice? And this is what she said to me.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking. Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hope to be.
She said, be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get some get up and go, you get up and go get her. Choose betterment or impediments, improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all toll. Monopolize for price control is our highest goal.
improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook with a fresh new can't-lose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning and upper rungers are winning, so shortly you and I will all get rich.
She said, persuade them that a better me liberates society. Sell them on an improved me. It's tantamount to piety. Choose betterment or impairment. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all told. Monopolize for price control, that's our highest goal. Pitch them on some moral grays. Make them buy our corporate ways. Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rivals. Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the vast herds. She said,
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
She said, do what you can and do what you must to get far ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. Ignore all the rules and never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. My corporate seal had been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time, and smiling, she said,
This is how you climb. There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Now, upward and onward. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you started young, it's twice the fun. We're talking candy.
That's tobacco.
You love a candy.
That's tobacco.
If all that coughing bothers you, don't worry, you can chew it too. To get your candy.
That's tobacco.
Don't be a rude.
Smoke our tobacco.
It's what your friends all love to do. Behind your back, they make fun of you. Smoke that candy.
As tobacco.
Your favorite candy.
It's tobacco.
Our medical experts recommend you buy a bunch and puff right in. Candy.
That's tobacco.
Your favorite candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
It's tobacco.
Delicious candy.
It's tobacco.
Come get your candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
That's tobacco.
Candy, tobacco.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
You and there's no doubt. Faster! Won't keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with liquid confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. You show that you cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and crow it. Gee whiz, that's Georgie whiskey. stacking the black. Don't be a run leech debtor. Be the best that you would be if you were any better. Cause gee whiz, that's your gee whiz speed.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Following the cravenly untoward attack on Outpost Opportunity, Herbert Feld from the Department of Mock Civility and Tactical Confabulation has issued the following statement. Fellow employees, I share your umbrage and hunger for retribution against the perpetrators of this act. Such tactics are expressly prohibited per our Pan-Corporate Accord. Under paragraph 79 of Declarably Deplorable Methods and Means, it clearly notes throwing fuel at each other to be tacky, improvident, and mean. Having seen the results firsthand, we vociferously agree. Yet before you begin taking pot shots at presumed wrongdoers, I urge caution, for now, with a prodigious degree of bluster and ample teeth gnashing. Local Order of the Ascendant representatives claim no responsibility and insist they are working to identify the culprits with the utmost urgency. Do we believe them? Perhaps. Do we trust them? Even less than we trust ourselves. It goes on like this for at least 10 more pages. Skipping ahead, more bluster, some vacillation, several grammatical errors, an extended metaphor about a tramicular and tossball, mixed metaphor. Attempting to summarize, maintain current levels of foam-specked outrage. Don't shoot anyone yet. That's an order. More on this topic as it develops. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
A sandwich made from crabble makes a mighty fine treat. Crabwich, it's the sandwich you want to eat. A crabble sandwich is so easy to eat, but only once our chemistricians process the meat to turn a bottom feeder into instant lunch is quite the branding feat. So grab a crabble 'cause it can't be beat. Best of all, this tasty flesh is deemed safe to eat. Crabble can be more than just a solvent-based glue. Now it's good for me and you. Crabwich, a sandwich made with crabble makes a mighty fine treat. Crabwich, it's the sandwich you want to eat. End up dead soon. Don't try to make your own crabble repast. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave first crabble to your favorite aunt. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it, despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin.
Fine. Let us proceed.
This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or guile.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice.
Confident consumer is a spending consumer.
Testing to do, these cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She is just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
Hey, damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered at Ruth, brutally battling Auntie's enemies. So we're honoring your sacrifice by letting
fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Auntie's Choice values its employees. You represent a significant investment in human capital. Without you, we would have to hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Desmond Buchanan Milverstreet, for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milverstreet orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative which, aided by an outsourced contractor, turned potential protectorate belligerents into productive anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet or risking anti-troops and the expense of their unfortunately contractual medical care. Quite the feel-good corporate interest story. If only Security Commander Babylon Carr had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milverstreet is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Auntie executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable conditions and terms apply. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum, num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax.
Desmond Buchanan Milverstreet for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milverstreet orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative which, aided by an outsourced contractor, turned potential protectorate belligerents into productive anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet or risking anti-troops and the expense of their unfortunately contractual medical care. Quite the feel-good corporate interest story. If only Security Commander Babylon Carr had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milverstreet is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Auntie executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable conditions and terms apply. Now, on to other things. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum, num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.
Will help you forget. Work got you fed up and frenetic. You need a neck up anesthetic. Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum.
Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner. Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe. The Order gave us permission to keep a single emergency medical evacuation ship nearby. Would have really helped the troopers stationed in the outposts that just got wiped out. You know, if any of them had survived. Although with just one ship, doubtful the contracts of anyone below a captain covers medical expenditure of that level. Oh well. Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it. Feel free to look around, as long as I don't see you.
Weapon primed!
Will wireless-free Arcadia report hearsay if it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
The Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station.
Listen up!
Your duck's not a good look, Commander.
All the livelong day, cutting deal.
Can't say I was a... Hello, friend. Welcome to the perfect blend of just close enough. There's no... Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job. Well, then, I haven't seen a thing. And since I was told to report things I see, that means there's nothing to report. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Honest-to-goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is wireless-free Arcadia. Auntie's Choice values its employees. You represent a significant investment in human capital. Without you, we would have to hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Desmond Buchanan Milverstreet, for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milverstreet orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative which, aided by an outsourced contractor, turned potential Protectorate belligerents into productive anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet.
Kindly don't interrupt me. Training Manticore was enough of a headache without answering a stranger's question.
Story. If only Security Commander Babylon Carr had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milverstreet is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Anti-executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable, conditions and terms apply. Now, on to other things. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti? Really? An Earth Directorate agent? I have no idea what that is, but okay. Me? I'm a Sprat Trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a high price. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow. Sprat leather has military applications, as all things do. I also hear tell that higher-ups like to put them around their boots. You know, sprat spats. Slower than I'd like, but that's not the first time I've had to tighten the old belt. Things will pick up once the war is over. Unless a rift devours the colony. When that happens, Sprats and bits will be the least of my troubles.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. It is the duty...
Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat.
Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Hey! These are premium sprats. But damn it, I can't have anyone spreading word that my sprats are inferior quality. That'd follow me forever. Go on, take them. And let's just keep this between us. We're done here. Shove off.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Well then, moving on.
Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
We're done here. Shove off.
You've been quite an asset.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? It really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Recharged for mayhem!
Need to finish recharging first.
You're just not a good look, Commander.
Standing by. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
I'm alive. Sticks and meet us at the line of scrummage for more vigor enhancement from the robustness routine of the Eden League.
We have some exciting exertions today, Prudence. First, everybody limber up those limbs with 20 jumping jacks. Spiritedly, flail like everybody's watching. No rest for the wobbly. Time for bludgeoning drills. Neighbor up and stand head to head. Pitch ball sticks held in the standard Death Tender grip. Ready, set, bludgeon! Classic sticking combinations. Knee, knee, groin, knee. Face, 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 groin. Earlobes, earlobes. Put some sting in your swing. Don't stop until you drop and or hear something pop. Build that resistance to blunt force trauma. For the matriarch, commit to this regimen and you might wind up as starting hacker for the Protectors of Piety, the best team in the system.
Ahem. I believe you meant to say the Matriarch's Marvels.
Commit to this regimen, and you might wind up as hacker for the Matriarch's Marvels, the best team in the system. Until the next session, fellows, stay clear of the penalty bucket.
Now, on to other matters. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
I ponder. That is when I knew I needed a sort of correction, so I heeded the words of my betters, so I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family impressive.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Reason to stress it. Process can remove that crinkle, feelings that can cause a wrinkle. What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go with a quick mental refreshment. Those sentiments I felt were such a burden on me. The weight is better felt by one assigned to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy, that I believe. Blessing offer such an effortless reprieve. Since that day, my thoughts have never been the danger. The infidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once inside me is long since gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with the quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
around the receiver with your neighbors.
Fight!
Use Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goals.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Paradigm. Critical of social order. Why? Because matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies the throughout history.
Batten scan.
All on the wrist. This might sting. A lot. Step aside. All on the wrist.
Resources and a life of community. Terrible suffering.
Mitigating the threat. Locking them down.
Well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
Look sharp.
We take them.
Dice for mayhem.
Music to so you can serve the
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Uh-oh. Command.
Lift weapon prime. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Nothing fills my heart with joy that's only in my fears. Everything is meant to be aligned and working well. Nobody should fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. 'Tis neighborly to make an effort and to test, calmly speaking to authority at their behest. Glancing through the cracks and spaces round the door frame, keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good ones, turning those who stone. It should be no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive. Stick to their routine. It should be no simple thing to do. Tuning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Person sleeping at their station, reporting them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stole. It should be no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive. To their routine. It should be no simple thing to do. Your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. The turning in, it's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in, it's what we all strive for.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
once you get accustomed to the sound. Basically, free hazard pay, too.
Dang, that was boy damn impressive. Thanks for clearing them out. Feel like a rube believing all the eighth wave chatter about how quick, easy, and profitable this would be. I'm all tired now. Thought I was safe after avoiding that blast. But it seems to have attracted rogue mantisaurs. Wish I hadn't lost my lucky bit. Feel like a rube believing all the eighth wave chatter about how quick, easy, and profitable this would be. I'm all tuckered out. Oh, thank loss. It's Barnabas, the worst. Barnabas, I need you to go get help, buddy. I think I might be able.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me. You've returned. Is there a reason you're looking to monopolize my invaluable time? Then why by law are you bothering me now? Come back with a benefit to me or not at all.
And fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex...
I just threw up all over my shoes. And the laces are melting.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Well, it's not much, but here's what I have.
Our part produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption. Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Perfectly reaching the paradigm sky.
Multiplicator at ready status. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan.
swine.
On their weaknesses.
This might sting. A lot. All on the wrist.
Adversary Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Step aside. Swine.
Torpification in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Let's up and prime. This might sting. A lot. All on the wrist.
Combatant scan.
Got you, agents.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Attention, all subjects. The paradigm acknowledges the importance of joyous celebration of victory over base disruption, allowing for radical realignment of the system. So join your neighbors now in wanton merriment
Friendly
to
approaching
commemorate
from
the
the north. Hold
staggering
fire.
loss of life that has occurred in Westport. The craven town, poisoned by corporatist trespassers, lies in ruins after our courageous agents sent the Vox relay station crashing upon it. Another great Protectorate victory. Another great Protectorate victory, whose outcome was always assured.
And now this.
Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Serve the paradigm's plan without cause. It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all to live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
Wait. The odds of your survival are directly inversely proportionate to your distance from this emplacement. Halt! Access to that area of this trench line has been restricted to authorized personnel only. It isn't safe, given the rift activity. Halt! Access to that area of this trench line has been restricted to authorized personnel only. It isn't safe, given the rift activity.
It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all to live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
If you're here to help, then you should be aware that we've all been placed on standby after that last attack.
Blown up by a mine. A fine way to go among many ways to die. Electroshock, plasma smelted, sirenium food pelted, minced, cubed, and radiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile, contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift when I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for a cause.
Impressive. Their personalized order prediction must have been quite favorable to inspire such confidence. What is with the anomalous behavior?
Abundance.
Got a spark plug in your bonnet? Don't think. Drink. Tribute liqueur blankets the mind. Even and it only marginally impairs motor skills.
Commander, if I know one thing for certain, murdering members of the Order isn't my role within the grand plan.
More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibility.
That line of thought is not unknown to me. In my role at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, we cross the line routinely. But attacking the Order, the true Order, not those turncoats we fought before, well, I just can't abide doing it further.
Greater luxury could any subject know than giving tenderly of body, blood, and bone to Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home.
Agent, what do you need? May the plan favor us.
Impressive. Their personalized order
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate sanctioned wire.
Careful wandering the trenches there, strangers. And confrontation. Something to do.
The Protectorate provides. Consider our automech harvesters in the outskirts of Guardian Estates, working day and night to top our larder with wholesomely delicious. Sleep soundly, knowing these contraptions are under our complete control, keeping our bellies full. None have been commandeered by desperate rapscallions. The very idea is meritless, inappropriate to ponder. So don't. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good.
100% of all.
Purple Berry Crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch, there's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple Berry Crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad.
damage, Commander.
weapon!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Swine.
Fortificator at ready status. In a minute! Mitigating the threat. Fortification in progress. Not yet! Hold on! Fortificator is charged. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Scan. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Standing by to stupefy. Lay down fire! Vitals are in the red, Commander.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Bat and scan.
Weapon primed!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Recharge for mayhem!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. No combatants on my scope.
This might sting. Step aside, swine.
Combatant scan.
In a minute! Wrist weapon? Not possible. No target to gut.
ready.
Sorry, I've no target.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Not yet! Hold on! Step aside. Swine. for the baghead.
In a minute! Still recharging. Morphificator at ready.
Target, Commander, don't tease me. Oh, you would not yet. Hold on. Step aside. Swine. This weapon, not possible. No target, you guys. Still this might stick. They charged. Still charging. Not yet. Hold on.
Like a bad sign.
Recharged!
Standing by to stupefy.
Recharged for me! In a minute! This might sting!
Still recharging. Mitigating the threat. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
You're just not a good look, Commander.
Swine.
on their weaknesses. Their weaknesses. Combatant scared.
Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion center. Attend the injuries.
War, disease, explosions. Now falling rocks? How much abuse is one refugee supposed to take?
I don't think you want the answer to that question.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual godhood.
Welcome back. Any luck enlisting help?
So awful what happened to those people. At least the exclusion zone is over.
Any luck with the Sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes. Not to worry, they're perfectly lifelike. Be seeing ya, Agent.
Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're all in this together.
You just keep your distance.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The Consul tried to kill presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar, but we saw that.
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist doctor was an unconventional choice. But I can't deny the results. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time and skill. We're short on everything, I'm afraid, including generosity. Many thanks. Now, hold still. You might experience some momentary discomfort. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else?
Only Wiley was here to advise me on what to do next.
My time is yours. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so speedily for my sake. Yes. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so Yes. You may peruse to your heart's content, but do so speedily for my sake.